At Exquisite, our passion is empowering riders to do more, busting myths in the horse world, and destroying limitations of horses and people. G'day, Tony Lander here, and I want to tell you almost any horse and almost any rider can do high school movements. I'll show you here the improvement from one year to the next with Casper, who is not athletic and he's not built for these high school moves, but he still can get you into a diagonal movement, and he can lift the front legs, he can lift the front end, lower the hind quarter, and start towards into this high school movement, busting myths and destroying limitations. Horses and riders can do this. This is Casper with a little bit of foot salad. He can't quite get his rhythm together. So back in April 2020 he had a bit of problem with the coordination, but then he starts to get in a pretty nice diagonal, almost diagonal, and then he lifts a little bit in the front, then he goes into a little gallop, and then a little stepping of the one leg and douce passage, and so he's not quite sure what to do. He's using a lot of head and neck to get his weight up in the front, doing a good job. And then this year, 2021, in March, we see him put in a nice school hold in the beginning, shifting his weight back beautifully. Franzi's sitting really still and calm in the seat, and then he starts to move forward and directly goes pretty nice into a diagonal. Now again, this is about destroying limitations for horses, and Casper is not a natural athlete in these movements, but he gets better and better. So here his diagonals get better, he starts to lift the front knee up more, the front legs more, the neck is more rounded, he's not having to use as much head and neck to get the front up, but he's able to lift the front and sit down a little bit in the hind quarter. And all I'm doing with the whip is just giving some energy and not even touching him. So he gets a nice little relaxed break there. Again, he starts off pretty nice in diagonal, it's not fully diagonal yet, and then he steps up the front higher, and there's less foot salad than there was last year. So I just asked him to go a little bit more. He puts a little more effort in. Again, his neck is much better, his head is in a much better position, and he starts to move forward towards a passage, and then he gets a little bit stuck into a deux passage. Here he's got a bit of foot salad again, and he's not quite sure whether he should do deux passage or he should do a canter forward, so he loses a bit of control, but he gets himself back together. And I slowed it down here so you can start to see that he really lifts the front end, lowers the back a little bit, uses the joints in the back legs, and lifts the front legs, front knees up more into a nice position. And if you like it, subscribe, hit the subscribe button, and if you'd like to, leave some comments down and tell me what you would maybe like to see in some videos. Okay, see you later.